Hey, hello investors and future investors. Welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'll be showing you one simple option strategy that can be used if you're trading with a small account. I'll go ahead and show you how to use that option strategy on one particular stock in order for you to continuously keep generating income. Now, if you're new to options trading or you're trying to use options in order to supplement your regular 9 to 5, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I'll be showing you one simple option strategy on one single stock and show you how you could use this to make consistent income in order to grow your small account portfolio. You guys know how we like to do it. Let's go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, the stock for today is going to be none other than Super Microcomputer, and that ticker is going to be SMCI. So in order for us to get started, let's go ahead and jump into the Robinhood Advanced feature right here in order for us to open up the chart. Now that we're here on the chart, we're going to go ahead and check out the 1 year outlook, and that's going to be representative of the 1Y you see to the top here. Now, I like super microcomputers, and I will show you why. If I were to go ahead right now and draw a trend line right around here, you will see that around this price here, the 4101 price, this stock has shown a very strong support at this particular price, 4101. Remember that price? We're going to revisit it as the video goes along. Now, it has been trading around this price from since back here. That's going to be September 6th. So it's going to be almost a year that this stock has been trading at this price and it has not broken through. So sooner or later, this stock is going to break out. Now, while we're waiting for this stock to break out, there's nothing wrong with us going ahead and make income in order to grow our portfolio. So this is the option strategy we're going to be using with Supermicro. Let's go ahead and go back to Supermicro in order for us to open up the options chain. Now we're going to go down to the bottom right here where it says trade SMCI options, and that's going to help us open up the option chain. So this down here is what's known as the option chain, and the option chain gives us enough information in order for us to make a very informed decision before we decide on what option strategy we want to get into. Now, before we go ahead and get into this option strategy, I have two requirements for my viewers and also my subscribers. Requirement number one, always make sure to do your own due diligence before investing. What might work for my portfolio, quite frankly, may not work for yours. Requirement number two, always make sure to have an exit strategy before entering any options trade. That way, if the trade decides to go against you, then you would know how to get out of it. Now, let's go ahead into this option strategy. So with Supermicro, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going to sell, we're going to be going to put, and now we're going to be going ahead and choose our expiration date. The expiration date is of key importance for this option strategy to work. Now we're going to be going with the expiration date of August 1st because that gives us around 26 days to expiration. Now, for those of you that have a very small or micro portfolio with just a couple $100, you guys go ahead and stay to the end. I will show you guys an option strategy that you too can use in order if you want to trade super micro. So now we have our sell, we have our put, and we have our expiration date of 26 days. Now we're going to go ahead and choose our strike price. In order to make this option strategy the most effective, it is highly advisable to go ahead and choose the strike price below the current share price. As you can see, the share price right here is 48.55. So let's go ahead and we're going to go down and choose our strike price. Now, ideally, the strike price what you want to choose is going to be the $41 strike price. The reason for that is that I just demonstrated that this stock has been trading around the $41 strike price from since September of 2024. So that would be a very good strike price in order to do this option strategy. However, I know this stock personally, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the $42 strike price. Remember, do your own due diligence before investing. Now, with the $42 strike price, I'm going to be getting paid. The amount I will get paid for this option strategy is going to be $1.08. That $1.08 in the option world is going to translate to $108 in the real world. And that's simply because you're going to multiply your 1.08 by 100 shares because each option contract does contain 100 shares, and that should give you 1.08. Now, this option strategy that's going to work particularly well if you're trading with a small account and you're using Supermicro, it's going to be none other than the cash secured put. Now, the cash secured put is an income generating option strategy that allows you to make money as soon as you decide to go ahead and do the trade. So, as soon as you go ahead and hit execute on this trade, you will be locking in $108. Here's the kicker that makes this option strategy perfect if you're trading with a small account. This $108 that you're gonna receive as premium, that's gonna be yours to keep no matter how the trade goes. Now, there is a couple of ways this trade could go, but before we get into that, in order for you to perform this option strategy, the number one requirement is going to be you're going to have to leave a collateral. The collateral is going to be $4,200. To calculate your collateral, you're simply going to multiply your strike price and once again by 100 shares. Keep remembering, each option contract does contain 100 shares. So your collateral for this will be $4,200. Now, if you were to divide your $108 by your collateral of $4,200, you're going to see you're going to be making a return of around 2.5%. Now, a 2.5% in the option world for a month expiration of options is very, very good, especially if you're able to rinse and repeat this option strategy. So, there's a couple of ways this trade could go. Now, come expiration date of August 1st, if this share price right here is trading at any price above this $42 price right here, which means 42, 43, 44, then you're going to win the trade. You will be able to keep this $108. Remember, that is yours to keep no matter how the trade goes because that's what you're going to be using to grow your small account portfolio. So you're going to be able to keep that. In addition to that, your $4,200 that you left as collateral will be released back to you in order for you to go ahead and do this option strategy either on the exact same stock or another stock. Here's a professional tip I want to give you. If come expiration date, this share price is above this $42 strike price, then it's highly advisable if you were to do this trade again on the exact same stock, you should be able to go ahead and increase your strike price by just one, probably the $43. Always take what the market is giving you. Now, the other way this option strategy could go, come expiration date, if this share price right here happens to fall below the strike price we chose, which is $42, if it goes below that, then we're going to be able to keep our $108 once again. Now, the $4,200 that we left as collateral, we're going to go ahead and we're going to lose that $42. But it's no worry. And the reason why it's no worry is because that $42 now is going to go ahead and it's going to turn into 100 shares. Robinhood or your broker is going to be taking your $4,200. They're going to be purchasing 100 shares. So you're going to lose your $4,200, but then you're going to acquire 100 shares of SMCI. This option strategy, I like to refer to it as a win-win option strategy because no matter how the trade goes, you end up winning. If the trade does go against you, you will end up owning 100 shares of SMCI at $42 per share, as opposed to 4 weeks ago, it was trading at $48 per share, hence a win. The other way you win is that if the trade does go in your favor, you keep your $108 and you have your $42 released back to you. So you rinse, repeat, and keep doing this again and again. So, investors and future investors, there is the one strategy that could be used on SMCI in order for you to go ahead and grow your small account portfolio. This is an income generating option strategy known as the cash secured put. The cash secured put will allow you to make consistent income in terms of premium, and that you're going to go ahead and use to grow your options portfolio. Now, for those of you that have a small or micro account, this is what you could do. So let's go ahead. We're going to change the strike price. We're going to be going to the level of support we saw because this is a completely different option strategy. So we're going to be using the level of support at $41 strike price. Let's go ahead. We're going to click that. Now we're going to go to the buy option. We're going to maintain the put. We're going to maintain the strike date. And now we're going to choose our next strike price right below our previous strike price. So that's going to give us the $40 strike price. Let's go ahead. We're going to click that. We're going to hit continue and we're going to hit review order. So this new option strategy that could work if you're trading for a very small or micro account is going to be the put credit spread. The put credit spread is quite similar to the cash secured put. It's an income generating option strategy. The reason why this one is better if you have just a couple $100 is because instead of leaving $4,200 for collateral like you did in the first option strategy, with this option strategy, you're only going to be required to leave $100 as collateral. So that's why this one's going to cater even better to someone trading with those micro accounts. Now, I did mention this too is an income generating option strategy. So as soon as you decide to execute this trade, you're going to be receiving money. The amount of money you're going to be receiving is going to be $17.92, or let's round it up to $18. Now, $18 might not look like a lot, but don't worry about the nominal value. Always focus on the percentage return. The percentage return for this put credit spread is going to be 18%. You simply divide your $18 by your $100 you left for collateral. That should give you 18%. Now, I'm not sure if you remember, but the previous option strategy, your percentage return was 2.5. With the put credit spread, your percentage return is now 18%, which is way more than your previous option strategy. Now, investors and future investors, there you have it. These two option strategies, the cash secured put and the put credit spread, can be used if you want to trade SMCI right now. Both these option strategies can work, especially if you're trading with a small account. Now, both of them also are what's known as income generating option strategies. So, as soon as you go ahead and do these option strategies, you're going to be getting paid. The money you're going to be getting paid is what you're going to use to be able to grow your small accounts portfolio. So, for those of you that made it to the end of the video, you guys are the real investors and future investors. Now is a good time for you to go ahead, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now, the whole purpose of me making these videos is to put out as much information out there in order for me to help the majority of people get money with options to help supplement their 9 to 5. And eventually, if this does work out, they could end up leaving the 9 to 5. So, that being said, if there's anyone out there you know struggling to grow a small account portfolio, then the right thing to do is to go ahead and share this video with them. Let's go ahead and help as many as we can. Now, until the next video, keep pushing your investments.